some of them, if you get them a little bit smaller, is you can wear it as a scarf to jazz up your outfit or whatever. You can walk into church and be ready to worship. And there you go. It's pulled right, it smoothly came off and it pulled right off and you're ready to go. This is a shorter, smaller one generally. Children like more for children or for short spaces if you're worshiping and you don't have a lot of room, like it's crowded in a service or something. You can use it in many different ways as a banner. Okay, like that. And the next one that I have is still the same. This is made out of habutai. Hope I pronounced that right. Both of these have been tie-dyed and hand-painted. Habutai is 100% a higher quality silk, and it is very much parachute-like in that it holds itself in the air longer and it falls gradually to the ground, and it's soft and it's nice enough to move around your body, as you can tell. And this one is not so big that you can get tangled up in it. Alright. Okay. Habutai is very nice material. Also, I have organza, which I think is a favorite. It's a good one to practice with. It's also a favorite for a lot of dancers. Why? Because that it has a sheer to sheen type make to it. It under the stage lights or the lighting, it has a sheen or a glisten to it, which is very beautiful when you're dancing or for whatever your purpose is. It does have that glistening effect to it. Okay, and then it is long, as you can tell. Okay, and this one is durable, very durable, as well as the habutai is fairly durable. But you still have to be careful. But it's much more durable than a lot of the scarves out there, especially 100% scarves. Next one I have is charmeuse, which is very satin-like. It is a little bit smoother than the habutai, but it's easier to slip through your fingers as a result of the weave. It's a tight weave, but yet it's sheer. Charmeuse that holds color very well, and that's one of the benefits of this material is that, as you can tell, it does flow a little bit faster to the ground than the others. One thing about charmeuse is that it's shiny on one side and it's duller on the other, as you can see here. This is more white, dull-like than the other side. Okay, and this one is very long, as you can see. It's very long, and it can be more of a challenge to work with. But it all depends on what you're looking for and what you want to use your scarf for. Okay, so it's this one. Beautiful though, very beautiful color. It's a little heavier, so it'll give you a little more of a workout. And who doesn't want to have a little more of a workout in the shoulders, right? So we have that. And the next ones that I have are all 100% silk of different quality and weights. My very, very first one is this gold one here. And it was the first one I had, so I didn't know much about veils and scarves at that time, and so I kind of played around with it a lot, which is something that I encourage all of you to do. As you see, it falls slowly to the ground, and it moves nicely around your body. And it's great for slow movements. Okay, it's great if you just want to go underneath it and catch it. Pull it down, up. One thing about these is that the threads, this is a lighter weight, perhaps not your best quality in silk, and I'll explain more about that in another video. As you can see where the threads have pulled apart in this scarf, but from far away, no one would see it. No one would see it. So, I have that. And I have 3 other silks to briefly show you. Depending on the quality and the thread of the silks, the tighter the weave and the quality of the silk determines the brightness and shiny of the color. This is very shiny. It's lightweight, falls slowly to the ground, as you can see. Moves nicely around your body. As you can tell, it just very easily flows. Okay, and it's not too long. It's a good length for myself and shorter people. Taller people might want a longer one. But it's, moves nicely. Beautiful, just beautiful. And then the next one, which is longer. And these, much like the length of the charmeuse that I showed you, it's long. But one thing about long ones is if you buy a long one, you can always start out with it being half the size that it is, so you can get used to it. Or just depending on how you want to use it, can make a difference. As you see, it's not too unmanageable if you get it half size like this. Might be a little smaller than the others, but not so much so. But if you want to make it longer, you can. There's different ways you can use a long scarf. You can, put it around one arm, drape it around your body, and you can do that. Okay. Or, depending on what you want, it takes a lot more skill when you're using a longer scarf. The long ones can be fun, but it takes much more practice. As you can see. Okay, the last one I'm going to show you is my favorite, or one of my favorites. I guess they're all my favorite. And when I'm using a veil, or a piece of material, however you want to choose to use it. I like to use veils, especially when I get up into the higher quality of a veil. This last one is my favorite. It's a tricolor, a little bit higher quality silk than the other ones I have. And it's still very lightweight. And it's very beautiful, moves nicely. The threads do not separate as easily as some of the others. It does have like a sheen or a nice shine to it. Part of that is because it's a higher quality silk, and I'll explain more about how they make high quality silks. You'll be pretty interested in knowing that if you don't already. But, you know, again, it flows nicely with your body. And you can catch it. Change the facing of your color if you like. And, you know, depending on the moves that you want to make. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. I like to use the white on top usually. Okay. And that is the end of this video. So, in the second video, I will go into more detail again about the scarves, and I will give you some websites to search out if you haven't already. And we'll just talk about those more in depth and talk about how to choose a veil that fits your body type and something that you, how you want to use that makes a difference. So God bless for now, and thank you for your time to watch this video. Bye.